Yeah, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's happening? So Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko been going at it on Twitter for the last couple of days. Man, this new generation is funny, man. You get to see all these little, arguments and altercations on Twitter. You feel me? On social media, guys going back and forth, talking about this, talking about that, everything but the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, and we ready to go. So these guys going back and forth. Devin Haney was basically saying that Linares, he's slow gassing on signing the contract. We already sent him the contract. We ain't heard nothing back. What's up with these dudes? Where they at? You feel me? And Lomachenko pop out of nowhere saying that, he right here and he willing to fight and different things like that. And Devin Haney basically told him like, bruh, you the same one that dropped your WBC belt because you didn't want to see me as your mandatory and you petitioned for the WBC franchise title. You feel me? The designation. That's what we gonna call it, the designation. And Vasyl Lomachenko said, that wasn't my idea. That wasn't my choice. Another indication of Bob Arum controlling these guys. But I definitely believe that Vasyl Lomachenko had a say in that. I believe that Vasyl Lomachenko, he had a choice. If he really wanted to, he could have said, no, I don't want no WBC franchise belt. I want to fight Devin Haney. You feel me? But he didn't. He chose to petition for the WBC franchise designation and, opted out of defending his actual WBC title against Devin Haney, which elevated Devin Haney to the real championship as an interim champion. That's what happens when the real champion don't hold up they end of the bargain or they obligation and responsibility, then the interim champion got to step in and show him how it's done. And that's what Devin Haney has been doing. So it seems like that these guys really have some true disdain for each other. I say let's get it on. Make the fight happen. If Jorge Linares is slow gassing, he ain't sent the contract back, he's indecisive, he don't know what he want to do, I would love to see Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, yeah, Vasyl Lomachenko is coming off a loss, so I'm pretty sure these detractors and haters would love to do nothing than to try to take credit away from a guy like Devin Haney if he is to get a victory over Vasyl Lomachenko. Oh, he's coming off a loss, even though he didn't take no punishment in the Teofimo Lopez fight. That fight was the first 6 rounds was pity pat. It wasn't nothing, wasn't shit going on. He didn't take no punishment, so we can't say, oh, he was damaged. Yeah, he coming off the little shoulder surgery, but he said he was hurt going into the fight. So I would love to see that fight. I think it's a great matchup. I think I've been wanting to see this fight. I feel like Devin Haney should have got this fight before Lopez did. But here we are now. It is what it is. And why not? Why not put Lomachenko right back in the mix? Let him get in the ring with Devin Haney. See where he really at. Let Devin Haney either, he could either show us that he's still on top, that he's still on the high level, or Devin Haney can retire him. Send him on his way. You feel me? Pack his bag for him and get him up out of here. It could go both ways. So I think it's a great fight. It'll show us where Devin Haney is. It'll show us where Lomachenko is right now. And this fight could open up big things for either fighter. It could open up a possible rematch, Lomachenko, Devin Haney. It could open up a undisputed fight with Teofimo Lopez if Lomachenko is to win. It brings bigger fights for Devin Haney. If he can get a victory, it shows all these detractors that, hey, this dude really is the goods. And it would be even more reason for Teofimo Lopez to quit ducking, quit running and hiding and go ahead and make that fight happen for undisputed. One more fight left to get undisputed, and it's Devin Haney. So I think this just raises the profile of both fighters if they can make this fight happen. And I'm excited for it, man. you know, like I said, I like the Linares fight for Haney. I think that fight is a big test. It would show a lot, and it's a good style matchup. But of course, the Lomachenko fight, I would love that more than any fight outside of, you know, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez for Devin Haney. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. How do y'all feel about this whole back and forth with, you know, the new age fighters going at each other on social media? You know, this particular situation with Haney and Lomachenko. And, you know, do you think it's a possibility that they can make that fight happen next? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.